The Central Club.
What was it like to score at an Old Firm derby?
Well, it's incredible, I think. I think it's every young Celtic or Rangers kid's dream, isn't it? No, I know I'm not Scottish, but still when you represent one of these two huge global clubs, it was very special. And I managed to do it in 4 consecutive derbies. So it's incredible because you know that the feeling you get, because a derby game, it's like it's only a derby and it only means anything in relation to where you're from. Like people who live in Norwich, their big game is Ipswich. If you're from the Midlands and you're a Wolves supporter, it's West Brom. It's the Black Country derby. Swansea, Swansea Cardiff. They're not overly bothered about what happens in Scotland, really.
No.
They'll follow. Some clubs will have a particular club somewhere else. Some fans.
A rival. Because some people think City, it's got to be in the city, don't they, some people?
Yeah, but as I said, it's only in relation to the Old Firm derby, the Celtic Rangers derby, they're saying it now. But for me, it was a case of, I knew once I got that goal, you were taken to by the supporters because you did it in the big games, and I was lucky I managed to get the goal at the Nou Camp. I scored against Liverpool, Vigo, which took us through Europe for the first time in 20 years on the way to Seville in 2003, where I had a back operation.
Unbelievable goal.
I never played in the UEFA Cup final. Jose Mourinho's Porto beat us. So I had a few, downers as well while I was at Celtic, but the majority of it was positive. But I knew once I got that goal and I won the game for Celtic, I knew all around the globe, all the Celtic supporters in America, in North Carolina, in Vancouver, in Canada, in Swansea, in bloody whatever, Celtic and Rangers, global institutions. So I knew I'd made the green half, I'd made the Celtic fans happy for that particular day because the fans loved the derby games. I was walking in Tenby the other week with my son, and the Cardiff City supporter came up to me. He said, we're going to give you an ID on the 2nd of April, John, don't you? I was like, yeah, all right, mate, yeah. I probably won't watch it, I said, because I live in Edinburgh now, unless it's on Sky, But, it's always there.
Will you watch it?
I will watch it, yeah. I definitely will watch it. If I'm not watching it, I'll be on the phone to one of my pals how they're getting on. But, and it's like everything else. I think you got to look at the likes of Craig and you got to look at Joe Ledley, Cardiff boys, ex-teammates of mine. And when you're playing together, you just put it all to bed. You just play together. You're just trying to win for your team. But as much as Craig and Joe are ex-Cardiff, they don't want Swansea to win anything. It's rivalry.
Yeah.
Do you think Steven Gerrard really wants Man United to win anything? Do you know what I mean? Do you want to think Lee Lennon, who's an Irish Catholic, from Lurgan, does he want Rangers ever to win? And that's the way, normally, when you've got a player that supports a particular club, they've always got a rival that, that they want to beat. Yeah, absolutely. So, but no, going back to the Celtic and Rangers games, it's fantastic to play in them. They're incredibly games, wonderful atmospheres. But then if you can go and get the winner, which I managed to do on a few occasions, just makes you feel great.
I'm just glad you never got to play in that South Wales derby, so I never got to see any of them John Hartson winners. Do you know what I mean? I would have. Do you know what I mean? That's the one thing I'm glad. Do you ever regret that you never played in the South Wales derby?
I'd love to have played in it. Obviously, growing up a Swansea City fan, and I know what it means to the fans and the Cardiff City fans on the other side. You have your heroes, and I played at the Ninian Park quite a few times, and got a bit of stick, obviously, a little bit of stick.
Where was that, at Luton, is it, and West Brom?
No, Luton, West Brom, and one or two others. I think I played against Cardiff for Wimbledon. And listen, it's only half what you expect. I said a few things a bit naive when I was 19. A little few hand gestures to the crowd, and when we won and things like that. But I was 19. Do you know what I mean? You're a little bit. You don't know what the future's going to hold. But I've got to say, in terms of relationships with the Cardiff City fans, I would probably say I think they were very good to me when I went through my cancer battle. I had loads and loads of fan mail, telegrams, letters, flowers sent to the Swansea hospital where I was at, wishing me good luck, you know, and that's football, you know, that tends to put rivalry to one side, you know, when someone's ill or when somebody loses their life. And I have to say I was very, very grateful for that, you know, for the support that they showed me, as well as other clubs maybe that, you know, I never quite got on with the opposite supporters. Rangers, you know, Spurs. When I played for Arsenal, you know, the Spurs fans were very encouraging and everything else. So that was very kind. Very, you know, I'll always appreciate that. You know, Swansea supporters, and I think everybody comes together. You know, when there's somebody fighting for their life, like I was.